This week will be all about the breakthroughs. The future is finally here and it's finally happening after so many blocks and obstacles we had to go through during almost 2 months now in November and December. Still in October, there were some of the last year, of course, but this is a new year, and this is not just one usual astrological blah blah going on here, because this year is going to be the better than the next. No. Astrologically speaking, we are going to have some huge breakthroughs happening from late February, early March, but even now you are feeling this change of energy because faster moving planets are not working against Saturn and Neptune, two major players in this cosmic game, which are closing many chapters in our lives. Also, we are waving goodbye to many people. They're crossing on the other side. Many of them will do it in a very quiet way. Many of them will be very important and prominent people for our civilization. But this is what the life is. The next generation, which will be born from March and onward, will carry completely different fire. However, this particular week will bring structure and stabilization, and now you're going to say to yourself, aha, I've learned some lessons. I've learned many lessons. I've learned extremely important lessons. And now I'm smarter. So this week carries this potential that you are going to take things into your hands, and now you're going to act smarter and wiser than ever before. It won't take place through miracle. You are going to be your own miracle, and you are going to be your own hero in this story. So for Monday, 12th of January, Moon in Scorpio will sextile Mars in Capricorn. This is a great day at the oil rig, for instance. A great day for all miners all over the world and all those people who are taking care of the fact that you must have enough of electricity to power your data center servers, your YouTube channels, or whatever you are dealing with. There is no advancement in technology, and there is no technology at all without electricity or without any other power source. So hail to all those people, they will do it great. But for you who are not on oil rigs in the North Sea or doing some digging in South Africa, for all of you, this is a marvelous day to start something new and yet something very old around your healing. So for instance, while being on the red note, I've noticed many people teaching others about acupuncture points, meridians, and so on and so on, and it was such a revelation for me. So maybe you could try to massage certain points on your body. Maybe you could decide to do some herbal remedies. There are so many of them. Recently I went to the store and there was discussion going on around some sort of a tea, and I found out many new information, and I was amazed because I almost forgot how many times ago I studied herbology and how passionate I was about that subject, because herbs are very potent and they can do miracles. Not for everything, but for many things they can do it, and if you're careful, there won't be any side effects. So, phenomenal day for your healing for sure. Tuesday, 13th of January, Moon moves to the very end of the sign of Scorpio, And during this day, it will create a very stable, productive aspect over the planet Neptune by the end of Pisces. So again, this can be phenomenal inspiration for songwriting, novel writing. This is also the blessings coming straight from the sky into the pharmaceutical and chemical laboratories. There are people who are going to finally realize something, finally resolve some issues, and they could come to a new revelation for something very beneficial for all of us, whether this is in the world of medicines or in the world of cosmetics, for instance, because this is a huge industry as well. This is a great moment for visiting an energy healer, doing homeopathy, for instance. But this could also be a very prominent day if you want to open your tarot card deck and then consult with it, or go to some psychic, or consult. This is not in the domain of astrology. This could more be around psychic abilities, tarot card readings, because astrology is based on celestial geometry, while tarot and other techniques are based on intuition. So this can be the day when you might find phenomenal person who can perfectly channel messages or informations you want to know. On the other hand, this is also a great day to do some deals around gas, oil, pharmaceutical industries. And I believe that during this day and past Monday, there were some huge deals negotiated, for instance, in Dubai, something related to big business and oil at the same time, or just big business, which was founded at one point in time through the oil industry, but it will all revolve around that, around dreams, inspirations, music. If you don't have anything to do with all those moments I just numbered for you, then this could be the moment where you might remember, and there could be some sort of nostalgia involved throughout this whole day, because you might go through your old pictures, or you could find some family albums from way back where. And in a sort of a way, this could be a final goodbye to your past for sure. Wednesday, 14th of January, if you belong to the Eastern Church, Happy New Year for all of you. Yes, Eastern Serbian Church, but also other Slavic nations are celebrating this as the beginning of the New Year. The sky is finally starting to fill with newborn gods, according to Slavic mythology, and Kolovrat, or the calendar of time, is turning up again. So, Happy New Year to you as well. Now, during this day, yes, Mercury in Capricorn will create direct opposition toward Jupiter. But you have to understand that Mars, Venus, and Sun are still very close to this opposition. They passed it last week. Right now they are just a couple of degrees away, so it counts. Don't tell me it doesn't count. And it means that many of them, so 3 planets and 1 luminary, the Sun, are opposing Jupiter in Cancer. This means a clash between interests and tradition. Tradition might be good, tradition might be bad. Tradition might lead to prosperity and unity. Tradition might lead to stupidity and destruction. Interests and calculations, on the other hand, can do the same. Maybe we could do it better than our ancestors, or maybe we could do it worse, destroying the nature, the country, the nation, the family. And this is a very, very sensitive moment because Mercury in Capricorn is not a stupid boy. Mercury in Capricorn will calculate everything, but most of all the profits and the reputation and the legacy, for instance. But no, I'm sorry, not the legacy. And the same will be happening between Mars, Venus, and the Sun. So, in translation, this could be a big corporation, a big company, a government fighting or trying to negotiate with some, so to say, common people who perhaps they have their little homes somewhere surrounded by gardens, and there could be this huge corporation coming, or their government issuing the law that they might sell those properties and move somewhere else because there will be a huge apartment building created, or a hotel with 5 stars, or whatever. This is called the progress and the interest. Now you must be careful on which side you are at, because sometimes we don't have to look at things black and white. Maybe you have some old house somewhere outside the village, for instance, where your grandparents lived. You are living in the city, you don't have any interest to be there, to renovate, to restore anything, because your life is leading you elsewhere. So there is this old house slowly but surely crashing and collapsing, better to say. There could be the issues with wild animals, there could be the issues with trespassers, there could be the issues of paying taxes and bills for that property, which is not bringing you any profits, just losses. So in that sense, it could be a very, very, very wise decision for you to let someone to create spa and retreat center on your property and pay you big money, for instance, with the promise that they won't damage the nature or affect other neighbors who might be living there, or wild animals and blah, blah, blah. So you have to think in those terms. What is, not just what is the legacy, but what is better for the future? What is profitable for me? What is profitable for my family? Does this align with my values, the values of my family? If you are on the Jupiter side, but if you are on Capricorn side, you must think in terms, how can we show this person or our clients or our business partners that we want the good for all of us, or that we simply want to profit and they will get their share, and so on and so on. So it will be that kind of day. If you're not dealing with any of those issues, then your situation might be, should I spend the whole day in my kitchen creating, cooking soups, which will take me 12 hours to slowly boil it, or should I sit in front of my computer and finish my work, because that will bring me way more money? So in any case, you will be balancing between home and career, between money and your family legacy, and so on and so on. And I think that you will find a proper solution around the middle part of this year, although negotiations could start now in last week or the middle part of January for sure. Thursday, 15th of January, Venus is the main player in this game of business and calculation now, because Venus will create sextile aspect toward Saturn by the late part of Pisces, and also trine aspect toward Uranus by the late part of Taurus. So some huge business deals are going to be signed or negotiated today. Those businesses could be secretive or very confidential to some extent. You may be, if you are in this position, doing this project with one or even two mature or even senior people coming from abroad, and needless to say, big money will be involved. This can also be the sign of the symbol of some huge corporation finishing some, closing some business deals. But for you personally, you may discover something hidden in your basement or your attic or somewhere outside the house where there is old, cold, and very rustic, so to say. There could be some item, there could be something that could be very valuable if you sell it, or you might use it and then create huge profits. For instance, the most plain example I can think of is that you could go outside of your grandparents' home, and then in the shed outside the yard you might find your grandmother's old sewing machine, you know, those Singer machines, those metallic ones, all of them, which are indestructible for sure, because I have one here, and it's 120, 130 years old and still works like a Swiss watch. So you may get that machine out, get it into your home, then fix it, clean it, and create some beautiful clothes that will bring you some beautiful profits later on. This can be the same for some unusual type of vegetables, for conserving food, for instance, pickling food. Some business ideas might come into your mind and you will truly enjoy it. If nothing else, you will have your pickled vegetables and you will love it today. Friday, 16th of January, the energy will continue from Thursday for sure. But today, Moon in Sagittarius will square Neptune in Pisces, and after that, just a couple of hours later, yes, 2 hours later, Moon will enter the sign of Capricorn. And in those moments, you will feel the strong desire to break free. Maybe you could have some sudden spiritual battles going on within your soul, because in the midst of some career battles and big corporations and projected steps and profits in this fiscal year and everything, you might suddenly stop and say to yourself, is the God immanent or transcendental structure? Am I floating through the universe as a separate entity, or maybe this is just a huge illusion, like Maya, like Hindus would say, or program, like Western people would say, and the movements of my molecules and the movements of the molecules of air, of this chair, and how does this geometrically fit into God, the ultimate power, or call it whatever you like it. So your mind is suddenly going to get into some heights where you may find yourself into some sort of a spiritual maze. If you're not prone to those moments, because I am, then this could be the moment where you could have some food poisoning. So please, especially when it comes to exotic foods, take care what you are eating during this day. Maybe you don't feel so well, maybe your liver won't feel so well. Again, avoid alcohol or unknown medications today. Try it tomorrow if you have the time tomorrow. But today, just be calmer, be kind to yourself, in the sense to be kind to your liver and kidneys, and things will be smooth. Saturday, 17th of January, something big is preparing now. Be ready, because the next few days are going to bring you something miraculous, incredible, shocking, or whatever. Today, Venus, just a moment, is creating sextile aspect toward Neptune. At the same time, Sun is creating sextile aspect toward Saturn, and also Trine toward Uranus. And the Moon entered the sign of Capricorn, so they are all there in Capricorn. Majority of planets are by the end of the sign of Capricorn, creating those progressive aspects, and something is preparing for the next 3 days, and you will see. Again, this could be big deals. This is your great moment to apply for some way better job, or maybe you will finally get the new good news. People who women who deliver their children during the next few days will be mothers of some extremely talented, progressive, successful, wealthy, but very intelligent, extremely intelligent and communicative people. Those who conceive children those children will also carry this kind of energy, but this is the energy that can put some governments down and get some new governments up. This is a changeable thing going on all over the world. People are feeling this as the true new beginning. Maybe many nations will have some huge protests that will result in the change of their governments. This is also the day where big corporations could create some scientific breakthroughs, technological breakthroughs, better to say. And for you, this could be this little lighting in your mind and saying to yourself, how could it be? I was so stupid in my past. I should focus on this, solely on this if I want to achieve something in my life and leave a valuable legacy. Everything is about legacy, defending the tradition, defending the country, defending the laws, fighting against injustice, and people are getting up. Huge deals are closing, huge money is being transferred. There are some huge jumps on the world markets, and if you have something by late Scorpio, late Virgo, or late Cancer, late Taurus, late Pisces, or late Capricorn, you will be immensely blessed for the next few days. So use your chance. Use it, don't lose it. Sunday, 18th of January, we are still holding this magnificent energy, but today there is this exact conjunction between Mars and Mercury in the sign of Capricorn. So this is one very hard-working guy, but also one very extremely smart guy. So think about Rocky or Rambo with the brain of an Einstein, and you will get my point. Something huge, something very important is happening, and also we are having this new moon in Capricorn by the late degrees of Capricorn, because all these party of planets before they jump into the sign of Aquarius and create huge political turmoil all over this planet. So for you personally, if you have something important by the late Capricorn, late Scorpio, late Virgo, late Cancer, late Taurus, late Pisces, and late Capricorn, this will be a blessing, whether this relates to your money, to your children, finding a boyfriend or girlfriend which will become your spouse, then soon discovering something important, getting that promotion that will put you high in your industry, creating some new devices, revealing some archaeological discoveries in public, which can change the whole world, discovering some ancient technology which will help us immensely to progress in the future. So everything can be in the mix, while mixing something very old and mixing something very, very new. We are heading straight into the future. Many of you will conceive, many of you who are women will conceive during this day, and those children will be geniuses. Again, welcome to the future and welcome to this phenomenal ending of this uplifting week. At last, at last, at last.